Hey everyone, this is Matt Hendricks with Follow the Leader Dog Training, and today I'm going to show you what a training session should maybe look like after your dog has either been here for a board and train, or if you've worked with me one-on-one, or if you've trained your dog on your own but basically used my system. I'm just going to go over and show you what, a 5-10 minute training session should look like. Now at first, you should be doing 2 or 3 of these a day. Once you and your dog are really doing well with things, then you can probably just do 1 of these a day. Now, this is just the short training sessions to practice all the obedience stuff. In addition to this, you should be doing at least 1 structured walk a day. And also, you should be doing both duration work, doing downstays and place commands in addition to this. So, this is Lily that I'm going to be demonstrating with, and I'm just going to have her do stuff that all of your dogs should know how to do if you've done a full program with me. Obviously, I would do this a little bit differently each time. This is just kind of like a sample of what one of them would look like. You can rearrange things and do them in different orders and for different lengths of time and whatnot. But something similar to this is what you should be doing. It's perfectly okay if you do this indoors. Even the healing part, if you have a fairly small room, you can still do indoors, because if you practice healing, the more you turn while you do that, actually the better it works out for your dog. So you don't have to be outdoors. I'm practicing outdoors so that I can get farther away from the camera so that you can see better. Also, while I have my dog doing duration work with place command, I use larger objects so that she can lay down and get comfortable. But when I'm doing place just during these short sessions, I tend to use things like footstools here that she has to concentrate more on sitting on, and also I can use for other things. So if your dog's been off-leash trained with me, you should have your e-collar on your dog while you're practicing. If you don't have to use it, that's great, but have it ready in case you need it. So other than that, I'll just get started. So first, I'm going to do some healing with her. And one thing I should note is with Lily, foos means heel and plats means down. So if I say foos, you would say heel, and where I say plats, you would say down. Lily, heel. So make sure you do lots of right angled turns and also about turns. Really make sure your dog is focusing on you and doesn't drift off. If you have a couple objects, you can circle them. Make sure your dog yields space to you when you go to the inside, and also keeps up with you when you go around the outside like this. And you can also do a figure 8 pattern. Now, most of the dogs that I train just for behavioral issues, I don't teach to heel this closely, so your dog might be a half foot or a foot farther behind than Lily is. I've taught her to heel pretty tightly so she sticks really close by. But if your dog was taught to have a little more space, which it probably was if I trained it, then just keep that in mind, that that's okay and it doesn't have to look exactly like this. What you do want to make sure is that your dog doesn't go in front of you and that your dog doesn't lag behind you. It's okay, like I said, if your dog is a foot or so behind, as long as she's still keeping up. If she keeps getting farther and farther behind, then that's not good and you would need to stop that. Heel, foos. So another thing you can practice here is I'm going to heel up to one of these stools and tell her to do place on it. Place. And then I'm going to keep walking and make sure she stops and does place instead of following me. Lily, come. Good girl. Good girl. Good. Fuß. Good girl. Sit. And I said sit then because sit means stay, and I didn't want her to follow me. Platz. And like I said earlier, Platz means down. Good girl. So now I'm going to stand on the other side of one of these and call her and have her do place. Lily, come. Place. Good girl. Good girl. Makes it easier to pet her. You could call her between objects if you have more than one. Lily, come. Place. Good girl. And if you notice, you want to say place when your dog's about a foot or two out so that they have time to think about it and do it. You don't want to wait till it's too late and they're already right by the object. And one thing is you should be able to walk up like you were going to heel and pet them or do whatever and walk away, and they should still stay in place. Lily, come. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Fuß. Sit. No, sit. Good. Lily, come. Good girl. Good. Fuß. So you can see now that I've had her do place a little bit, she's kind of expecting to go on there. So I'm walking her by without having her do it. Because whatever I want to do, I want to make sure it's random because I don't want her to just get used to doing a certain pattern. Platz. Good girl. Good. You should be able to tell your dog to lay down from a distance even if you're not standing right by them. And they should lay down without walking towards you. Now, one thing a lot of your dogs probably don't know, because I generally don't teach it, but it would be fairly easy to teach yourself, is to teach your dog to sit up. With most dogs, if you just kind of jump forward and push your feet into their paws, they'll sit up. So you just give the sit command when you do that at first. Sit. Good girl. Platz. Good girl. And then once you've done that several times and your dog really understands what it means, then you can practice it just like without doing your feet. So basically practice it just like a regular sit. Lily, sit. Good girl. Fuß. Heeling is generally one of the harder things for dogs to do really well, and it also requires a lot of focus. So I spend quite a bit of time practicing that, especially because I do duration place and down other times during the day, so I don't need them to sit around a lot during the training session. Sit. Good girl. Lily, come. Place. Good girl. One thing you can do is stand either in front of a place like this, or you could stand off to the side like this and call them and have them not go to it. Lily, come. Good girl. So that helps them distinguish between when you really say it and when you don't. Good girl. Platz. Good. Now another thing you can do is if you have a toy or something that your dog really likes, Lily really likes this disc, you can do stuff like throw it while they're watching to make sure they don't break their command. Lily, come. Place. Good girl. Good girl. And also the other thing you can do with that, Fuß, is you can train them for 4 or 5 minutes, and then if they're doing well, you can throw at their toy for them for a couple minutes or whatever they like, and then you can go back to training to basically do a bunch of training, give them a reward, do some more training, give them another reward. Set. So I'm going to give her a release command. Lily, break. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Come on, Lily. Good. Good girl. Lily, place. No. Good. You can see she was excited about the toy there. So we'll try that again. Break. Good girl. Good girl. Come on, Lily. Out. So this is also a good opportunity to practice out. So when they come back with the toy, you can just say out and make sure they drop it. If they don't, you can just tap them with a pretty low level just when you say out. Break. I told her break because I had told her out, so that lets her know she can touch it again. Lily, come. Good girl. So also if she's off playing with the toy like that, good girl. You can call her away from it while she has it, and she should drop it and run to you. Lily, come. Set. Good girl. Good. Fuß. Good girl, good. So anyway, that's pretty much all there is to it. It doesn't have to take that long. You can spend 5 or 10 minutes doing this 2 or 3 times a day, in addition to doing at least 1 structured walk a day and the duration work. And if you do that after you get your dog home, or if you've been doing one-on-one sessions with me, or like I said, if you're training your own dog, just kind of following my system, just doing 2 or 3 sessions a day of this length is perfectly adequate, and within a few weeks you'll have a dog that listens really well. Thanks for watching.